Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of What I Am Prepping Today-ish. So I just did a video on some books that I got and some deals I got on them as well. But today I want to show you the magazines and some recommended catalogs that I get. This is by no means a comprehensive list. And I would like in the comments if you would let me know what magazines you feel are important to a prepper or what catalogs you get or places that you continually buy from that you feel are important to a prepper. I'm going to start with this Backwoods Survival Guide, and I usually pick this up at Sam's Club. The reason being Sam's Club sells their books and magazines for 30 to 35% off. So I was at a local grocery store, Giant Eagle, and I saw this there and I picked it up. I had it in my buggy and I went to customer service and I said, "Can you tell me how much this is?" And she looked at the price right there and she said $9.95. I said, "Oh, you don't discount them?" She said, "Nope, that's the price we sell them for." And I said, "Oh, okay." Well, I didn't get it. I would have gotten fuel perks on it, but I know that Sam's Club has this, and I know that it's 35% off. I love to shop locally, but again, I am not going to support local people who can't give me a discount on a magazine. I mean, they don't even discount them 10%. So I got this $10 book for $6 or $6.50 at Sam's Club, and just in case you don't know, these magazines that don't sell, display until 9/2/19, they generally do not go back to the publisher. They're generally destroyed. So just so you know, instead of discounting it to sell it to me or anybody, they would rather throw them away because we live in a throwaway society. So there's that one. Sorry for the rant. Another one I like is Capper's Farmer. Now, I got this one because it was $10. I'm pretty sure this one came from the Mother Earth Fair in 2018, where all subscriptions were $10. And I subbed for 2 years to a lot of them as I wasn't sure if I was going to go back in 2019. So then when I went back in 2019, I was going to add another year to my subscriptions, but they had jumped to $14 a subscription, I believe it was. I don't think it was 12, because if it was 12, I would have resubbed, but it jumped 40%. So I did not resub, and they will send me an offer right after or right before it expires, offering it to me for $10. You just got to know when to get your subscription. And sometimes if you call, they can adjust a price for you. Well, not sometimes. They can adjust a price for you if you call. They just sometimes may not. And I also subscribed to Grit. I would not have gotten Grit at the full subscription rate of $23 for the year, but because it was $10, I got it. And now you can see that even if it's you buy a gift subscription, you can get it for $14. So that seems like what they're doing now. Their minimum is not going to be 10 anymore. It may be 14. And if it is, that's one I can definitely do without. I also subscribe to Mother Earth News. Again, it's $10. It is a handy magazine because I enjoy looking through them. However, if it's 14, I might do this one for 14. I don't think I would do it for any more than that. And then I got the Mother Earth Living. It also was, of course, the $10 subscription. They all are slightly different, and so these are the ones that I like. I also subscribe to Heirloom Gardener. I think, yeah, this is fall 2019. So I like that one. Again, if the subscription rate increases, I won't resub. And then Country Gardens, just for the look of it. And you guys are probably really getting bored because my stuff isn't about guns, or it's more about homesteading and gardening. So now I'm going to get into the second favorite one that I subscribe to, and these ones are quite expensive. Self-Reliance. I actually don't subscribe to this one. When Backwoods Home went out of business, they finished up our subscriptions with Self-Reliance issues. So then they think they may have sent me a free copy. I'm not sure. But then this right here, Backwoods Home Magazine, is the one that I love. They stopped production and the family started their own. And then I don't know why, but then they re-upped restarted the Backwoods Home magazine. And I really like everything in this magazine. I peruse these other ones. This one I read cover to cover. I really like it. And then if you don't want to subscribe, they have anthologies that you can buy, which is the year in review. They sell it at the end of the year, and then they're always at a good price. It's usually $20 for a year of those. Now, I didn't notice in this book, in this magazine, something that they sell called the whole shebang and the half shebang. Yeah, it's real nice. Where they actually had, you could get every single one of their anthologies and like everything. Here it is, the half shebang. And where's the whole shebang? I don't see it. But right here, you get all 28 anthologies, and the regular price would be $6.14. You're paying $200. Oh, and that's free shipping. I didn't get free shipping. This is it's a huge investment, and it comes in a big box. But you know what? This is a really good magazine. I'm not going to say go spend $200 if you don't have it, but if you're familiar with the magazine, or if you get a copy of it and you think you'd like it, this is definitely a good price on the half shebang. Now, the whole shebang includes all the anthologies and usually a lot of their books. And then they have these like Ask Jackie books on animals, canning, food storage, gardening. This is an amazing magazine for living off the land, living off grid, or homesteading. Yeah, no, they don't pay me. So check it out. Look online. They probably have some free articles available. And if you like those, and this is going to come in real handy when I read this, the ham radio article. And so there we go. Those are my two favorites, first and second. There's my little fluff. So now I'm going to get into some catalogs that I like. I sell plants, I garden, so I don't always buy from every catalog I get, but I learn a lot. And if I see something I like and it's too expensive, I know to go look for it elsewhere and can usually find it. If I can't find it, I put it on my list, see how it's going to fit into the budget, and find a way to get what I want. This is a nice book that I like. It's called Arbeco Organics, and it's just natural products for an organic garden, livestock. It gives you natural ways to control fleas, flies, things like that, and if they sell beneficial nematodes. The stuff is pretty pricey. However, you can often check with your local farm supply store, and they may have the same items. I was buying diatomaceous earth. The cheapest I could find it was for a 50-pound bag, because we use a lot of it, was $50 free shipping on Amazon. At Lowe's and Walmart and local gardening stores, it was like $8 for a 4-pound bag. Yeah, I'm not doing that. $10, I think, for a 4-pound bag. So I actually called my local grain store, farm store, and I was calling about something else. I was looking for a large bag of gypsum, which is the calcium that you should add to ginseng. And they had it. And I said, hey, do you have diatomaceous earth? And she said, yeah. And I said, how much is it? She said, $20. I'm like, okay, how big is that bag? And she said 50 pounds. I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah. So, yeah, I probably bought 6 bags from Amazon and wasted a lot of money because I had never bothered to check the farm store for diatomaceous earth. I just wasn't thinking. So yeah, it was a big waste of $180 for me. Well, over 3 years, but still. So this one here I picked up when I was at the Mother Earth Festival. And it's not a catalog per se, but it's a catalog. So it just tells you a lot of different books that they offer for sale. And this is their price. However, if you go to the Mother Earth Fair, I keep saying festival, uh, they sell them there and they're cheaper. But if I wanted one of these books, I would follow my same route that I always do. I would, if I wanted one, I would look at the price up on Amazon and then check it on eBay and then get it where it was lowest. And if it was still too high or for what I figured high, then I would just hold off on getting it and add it to an Amazon wish list. And every once in a while, I'll go through that wish list and research for the books. Now, if it was something I really needed or came highly recommended, I would just go ahead and get it at the lowest price available. So, Fungi Perfecti, if you're interested in growing mushrooms intentionally, buying mushrooms, helping the bees, this kind of thing, this book, this magazine gives you a lot of good information. So they also have the stuff in there that you can inoculate your logs. I like the Oikos Tree Core book. They've got perennial vegetables, roots, tubers, and greens. These are actually, this goes back into magazines, and I get these because I try to do everything as naturally as possible for my dogs. If you don't know how vaccinations for people work, maybe don't care, not getting into a vaccine battle, but check out vaccines for dogs. Did you know that it's healthier for your dog to do a titer test for your dog before you revaccinate? Now, in Pennsylvania, the only thing mandatory is a rabies shot, and it must be administered by a veterinarian, and it has to be on schedule. However, there are veterinarians. Karen Becker is on YouTube, and you can follow her. And there's another vet. I can't think of his name, but he's a really good one as well. They say, titer the dog. So before you get a new vaccine, titer test the dog for that protection. And if they have the antibodies, you do not need a new vaccine for that particular one. However, the local vets here say, yeah, but nobody's ever tested to see how much antibodies they need to have when you titer test them to see if they still have protection. So it's you caught between a rock and a hard place. You want to do what's best for your pets, but you get conflicting information from professionals. It's crazy. But I will tell you that we don't have a problem with fleas. We took 2 ticks off of our small Maltese. Our big dogs never had ticks at all and no fleas. Our little dog had like 4 fleas. And what that means to me is I needed to up her brewer's yeast. So that's what I did. And we don't put any unnatural flea treatments on our pets. So I like these. I think they're 10 or 14. No, they might be $20 each. And they're online as well. Really good articles in them. And this right here, I love the Container Store. They have some really good stuff. They're super expensive. What's there for prepping? Well, totes, but I wouldn't buy the totes there. What I liked there that was good for prepping was the RFID wallets, and they weren't a bad price. And then they had a little bra clip that was, I think it was $14. So when I looked at it, I'm like, this is a piece of silk with a snap attached. But some people can't sew. Some people don't have the time to sew. And if you subscribe to their catalogs or their emails, every once in a while, they give you a coupon for 20% off any one item. So that comes in handy. And then that's the time to go get your item that you wanted. And then what do we have here? You see this first. This is Sportsman Guide and Cheaper Than Dirt. We don't get the catalogs. We just shop online. And my husband used to be a member of one of them. You pay for a membership. I don't remember. But when I was looking for MREs, someone was telling me when I saw them at Emergency Essentials and they were just too ridiculously expensive, And I asked in one of my groups where people get them, and they said, oh, that's a great price. I still wasn't satisfied with that answer. So my husband told me to check Sportsman Guide and Cheaper Than Dirt, and I did, and they were a lot cheaper. And then there was on one of the YouTube videos, somebody told me that they particularly, that person sells them on Amazon, which you can get some pretty good prices for them on Amazon as well. So I haven't gotten the MREs yet. My husband wants me to get them. I kind of want to also, but then I kind of think maybe because I have a freeze dryer, why aren't I putting together my own MREs? I don't know. So there's Sportsman Guide, Cheaper in Dirt, and I think those are great for hunters. And I I'm not trying to typify a gender, but you know what? I'm a woman and I do more womanly things. And if that offends you, then I'm sorry. But my husband is more the one who's going to deal with our guns, our knives, and our physical protection. That's just the way it is. I am the one who preps the in-house items. So we're a team. And anyway, so then I do this one, and I love the Bud K catalog. We only just found the Bud K catalog probably 2 years ago, and they used to have coupons for 30% off. That's when we would really stock up. If we wanted something, that's the only time we've ever purchased, is when we had the 30% off coupons. And I haven't seen them so much anymore. And that could be because I purchased from them already. Maybe I need to sign up with a new email address, and then I might be able to get the coupon. But this is some of the stuff they have, and they have good prices. Of course, some of the things we wanted were restricted in Pennsylvania, and it's crazy. When we wanted a crossbow, Dick's Sporting Goods would not send me a crossbow in the mail because they're restricted in Pennsylvania. And I called them and I said, but I can walk in the store and buy it. And the woman told me, if something's restricted in any city in your state, we restrict the entire state. Because, hey, we don't know if you're ordering it and giving it to somebody in Philadelphia where it's banned. And I said, you know how far I am from Philly? And besides, if you're going to send it to my address and I can drive it out to Philly and give it to a Philly resident, what makes you think I'm not going to walk into the store, buy that item, and give it to a Philly resident? I said, that's asinine. Just don't send it to Philly. And she said, well, that's their company policy. But apparently a lot of places have that policy. And so if it's restricted for any city in my state, they won't send it there. Period. Crazy. And I thought, okay, fine. I need to send it to somebody in West Virginia and then just have it sent and, go pick it up. Because it's crazy. I'm an hour from Morgantown. Really? Maybe an hour and a half. But anyway. So we did that. I'm going to cover this one real quick. I like this book. It's christianbooks.com. It's a really nice place to get Christian gifts, which Jesus is the reason for the season. At Christmas time, and if you don't like it, I kind of wonder why you even celebrate. But there's a lot of nice gifts in here. So when my daughter, they have jewelry too. Everything is so nice. And when my daughter moved into her house, I gave her this book and I said, pick yourself something nice for your house. She has yet to do that because she's an extreme minimalist. But they have really nice t-shirts as well. And everything in here is related to Christianity. And they also have a lot of books. Look at this. I love that. I would love to do this life-sized with real rocks. I'll put that on my honey-do list. So, but that's another, if you need a gift like that, they have small gifts, they have large gifts. This is really nice. And as far as I know, I don't think they have sales. I don't order from them too much. It's more like a dream book for me. And then I saved this one for last because I wanted to show it to you a little better. I really like Emergency Essentials. When they have sales, I don't pay full price for anything there. And when they have sales, you still have to watch. Like they sell the potassium iodide tablets. You have to buy, I think, 10 packs before you get the price that you can get them for 1 pack on Amazon. So you got to know what you're buying and where it's at. Don't just say, oh, look, they have the potassium iodide tablets. Throw those in our buggy. No. I want to buy potassium iodide tablets. Okay, well, let's check them real quick on Amazon, on eBay. But with those tablets, you want to make sure of your expiration dates. Maybe, because now the Department of the Army, Department of Defense, did the study, and potassium iodide just does not expire. So, uh, anyway, yeah, back to this. Also, the MREs here, $8 each was their sale price. Well, they're like $4 or $5 each for the same ones on Amazon, cheaper than dirt, and Sportsman's Guide. So know what you're getting. Now, what I think are good prices here, I think this soup combo here is pretty good. Well, it's actually only 20% off. You get 6 different number 10 cans, and this is their early Black Friday deals for mailer subscribers only. So I'll see if there's a code, and if you want to use it, sign up. You get a Black Friday ad. This is a 72-hour one-person emergency supply kit, 25-year shelf life for $67, and it says, there's the coupon code, M1119EBF. It's valid until 11/30. Gosh, I hope I get this posted today. So the only thing I look at when I look at these, okay, well, I say, oh, well, that's nice. I think I might get that. But you know what? There's banana chips. Well, I don't know if they're freeze-dried or dehydrated. I got a number 10 can of banana chips before, and they were dehydrated. Well, I have a freeze dryer. I freeze dry mine, and banana chips are a cheap prep. So to put them in that bucket cheapens the bucket, in my opinion. Soups, well, geez, can't you just buy some soups from the camping section, or soups that are, just add water right off the shelf, and then that looks like oatmeal? Creamy potato soup, creamy chicken flavored rice. Well, really, I'll buy instant rice and make my own emergency bucket. But if you don't have the time and don't want to invest in all the Mylar and all the oxygen absorbers, and like I said, more importantly, the time, you either have the time to prep and not the money, or you have the money and not the time. So this bucket right here, $67, might be great for you. And it's, 25% off. Then this breakfast bucket, I don't know about that. It just comes with pancake mix, oatmeal, granola. I can't read that one. But there's the coupon code, which is the same as the other one, if you want to use that coupon code if you don't get this in the mail. Then there's some of their other prices. Black bean burger. I thought about getting that for my daughter, and then I thought against it because, you know what, I have black beans in my supplies. I need to look up a recipe to make black bean burgers from beans. And this right here, $9.99 for that number 10 can, or $70 because they put them in a bucket for you. No, not when I'm buying them for $1 a bag. That's not a good deal. I know it sounds like I don't like this company. I really, really like this company. Here's shortening powder if you like that. $15 isn't so bad. Another thing I do really like about them is if you have a small group, they actually will have group specials where if you buy 12 of whatever their monthly special is, then you get an even better price. Well, then you can just split that up with your friends. And then here we go there. My son eats a lot of granola, and they put granola in a Mylar pouch and sell it for $12. And I'm thinking, okay, well, look, if you buy 36, they drop them to $8. Well, I can buy that size for $4 at Wally World. I always say Walmart, don't I? I can buy that bag for $4, that same size, and put it in Mylar, stick a label on it with my own oxygen absorber, and my bag will probably be 40 or 50 cents. My oxygen absorbers are pennies because I buy them $1,500 a pound. So I'm paying a heck of a lot less than even their price for 36 of them. But there you go, some of the other sales. Check out Emergency Essentials, and it's at beprepared.com. They also have, here's their group program, to look up at their group program. And they also have some excellent articles on their page on how to do things, because they are a prepping company. So there you go. The video was super long. I apologize for that. I hope you stuck up to the end, and I hope this information helps everybody. And talk to you later. Be blessed. Oh, and if you have magazines or catalogs that you feel other preppers should know about, hey, do a VR, do a or just put it in the comments and let us know what you recommend. And talk to you later. Be blessed.